Okay, I want you to read until I yell stop.
Levítico 23.
Okay, go ahead.
And the Lord spake,
Yahuwah.
the Yahweh,
In hebreo, Yahuwah.
and the Yahweh spake,
Just say, and Yahuwah.
and Yahuwah spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord of Yahweh, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts.
Stop. So
Ahorita te
whatever
lo
I'm going to
traduzco.
proclaim are holy assemblies, sacred
Entonces
assemblies.
vamos a proclamar nuestras asambleas apartadas. Mikra Kedoshim.
These are my appointed times.
Estas son mis citas designadas.
Does it say the Jewish Sabbath?
Dice
No.
el sábado judío.
Does it say the Christian Sabbath?
Dice el sábado cristiano.
No.
No.
These are my
Estas son
appointed times.
mis tiempos, mis citas señaladas.
Mikra, what is that?
Mikra Kedoshim.
No. You said before, sacred assemblies. What is that? You shall proclaim what? A sacred assembly.
To be holy convocations.
Holy convocations. What is a convocation?
Que es una
A
convocación.
meeting.
Es una reunión.
An assembly.
Una asamblea.
Yeah? So you can study Torah every day.
I'm going to read it in the...
But certain days
RV.
are holy gatherings. Right? Holy convocations.
Ciertos días son reuniones apartadas. I need to read it in Spanish because the translation doesn't make sense to me. Okay, dice así. Habló Yahuwah a Moisés diciendo, habla a los hijos de Israel. Esto es para Israel. Y diles,
Nosotros.
las fiestas solemnes de Yahuwah, las cuales proclamarán como apartadas convocaciones o reuniones, serán estas. Can continue reading?
Okay, verse 3.
Verso 3.
No. excuse me.
Read it in English.
So these are my assemblies.
Estas son mis asambleas, mis citas.
They're not Jewish or
Mis
Christian.
fechas.
They're my assemblies.
Son mis asambleas.
Okay.
6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath day of rest and holy convocation.
In other words, the 6 days you shall work,
6 días trabajarás,
but on the 7th day
pero el séptimo día, Yom,
is Shabbat,
es Shabbat,
a day of rest,
un día de descanso,
a sacred
una apartada
assembly.
asamblea.
So if she's inviting you into her house,
Entonces, si ella te está invitando a su
you're not
casa,
just coming for, let's
no
go to her
solo,
house.
no solo vamos
You
a
can
ir a
go to
la
her
casa,
house on Monday and Tuesday.
puedes ir a su casa
Right?
el lunes y martes,
But when you come here on Shabbat,
pero cuando vienes aquí el Shabbat,
it's a sacred assembly.
es una asamblea
It's a time to
apartada,
be quiet
santa, kadosh,
and
es
study the word.
tiempo de
And
callarse uno
sing
y
and worship.
escudriñar, adorar.
It's a set apart time.
Es un tiempo apartado, especial,
You follow me?
kadosh.
So Yahuwah says
Así que Yahuwah
the
dice,
Shabbat
el Shabbat
is my set apart
es mi
time of assembly.
tiempo apartado, especial de asamblea.
You shall do no work on it.
No trabajarán en él.
We continue in verse 3.
Continuamos en el verso
Why should I
3.
not work on it?
¿Por qué no debo de trabajar en él?
Because it is my Shabbat.
Porque es mi Shabbat.
In all your homes.
En todas sus casas, en todas sus
There's
moradas.
nothing here about a church or a synagogue.
No habla nada de
Right?
sinagoga
Look at
o
the end of verse
iglesia.
3.
Vean el final del
Right?
verso
In
3.
all your dwellings.
En donde quiera que habiten.
What about if I have a house in Houston?
¿Qué tal si tengo una
matter.
casa en Houston?
It's my
No
Shabbat
importa.
in your home.
Es mi Shabbat. En
You
tu
shall
casa.
gather,
Se reunirán.
not by yourself.
No solitos.
You shall gather
Se
on the
reunirán
seventh day.
en el séptimo Yom.
Not
día.
because the Jews do it,
No porque lo hagan los
because
judíos,
it's my Shabbat.
pero porque es mi Shabbat.
Is that what it says?
¿Es eso lo que dice?
Exacto. Claro que sí. Did I say that right? I mean, this is beyond dispute.
Esto no se puede
There's nothing to
discutir.
discuss.
No hay nada que
It's
discutir.
clear.
Está
It's
clarísimo.
crystal clear.
Clarísimo, como cristal.
So we do the Shabbat because they are his days
Así que observamos el Shabbat
Weekly
porque es
Shabbat
su tiempo.
and the
El
annual
El
Shabbat.
Shabbat semanal y el Shabbat
There are
anual.
weekly Shabbat,
Hay Shabbats
and then
semanales
there are also
cada 7 días
annual Shabbat.
y hay Shabbats
The
anuales.
annual Shabbat
Los Shabbats anuales
take place yearly.
acontecen cada año
The weekly Shabbat
y los Shabbats semanales
takes place on the seventh day.
acontece cada séptimo día.
Now go back to Luke
Regresemos a Lucas.
chapter 4.
Lucas 4.
Luke chapter 4.
Lucas
Go to
capítulo
verse
4.
16.
Vamos a, you said 4?
4:16.
4:16 de Lucas. A ver, regresa hasta atrás. Aquí estamos
We
en...
cannot use the Reina Valera because it is so deceptive to make you go to church. It's designed to teach you not to live like an Israelite. You need to get the restoration scriptures
Las
and
escrituras
fast.
Reina Valera
Okay?
están
I'd like to see you guys
diseñadas,
order 4 or 5. You're going to need them for other people who come in.
las
Because
escrituras,
if you like being deceived, si tú quieres,
las escrituras Reina Valera están diseñadas para conseguir que tú vayas a la iglesia.
If
No
you-
te han encubierto el Shabbat, lo han tapado, lo han escondido. Entonces no te enseñan que vayas a Shabbat, te enseñan que vayas a la escuela dominical, a la iglesia, los domingos.
if you like being lied to
Pero si te gusta que te
and
mientan
deceived,
y te engañen,
keep using the Reina Valera.
sigue usando la Reina Valera.
It's a lie.
Es una mentira,
It's one big lie.
es una grande mentira.
Okay? Go to Luke 4:16.
Vamos a Lucas 4.
Because there are so
16.
many mistranslations.
Porque hay tantas malas
You
traducciones.
follow me? I want to see you guys order the restoration scriptures. We have them in English and Spanish.
Quiero que las ordenen,
One
las
for
tenemos
you,
en
one for
inglés y en
you,
español.
one for you. You have one for her. It's going to cost you money. That's correct.
Sí, te va a costar dinero,
That's correct.
es cierto.
So what?
¿Y qué?
You want an accurate translation,
¿Quieres una
right?
traducción precisa?
You want an accurate translation.
¿Quieres una traducción precisa?
Okay, look at verse 16.
Vamos al verso 16.
So let's read. Gigi, go ahead and read for me because you're a good reader. Verse 16.
Lucas 4, 16.
And he came to Nazareth.
Stop. No. Who's he?
Yeah.
Casper the Friendly Ghost?
No.
Who's he?
Yeshua.
Yahusha. That's right.
Yahusha.
Good. Keep going. He,
He came to Nazareth,
Nazareth is where he
Nazareth,
lived. hmm
where he has been brought up, and as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up to read.
Thank you. Read the whole thing again louder.
And he came to Nazareth,
No, verse
Nazareth.
16. Nazareth.
Nazareth.
where he had been brought up, and as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up to read.
Do we follow Yahusha?
¿Seguimos a Yahusha?
We're supposed to.
Estamos supuestos a
What
hacerlo.
does custom mean?
¿Qué quiere decir costumbre?
Habit.
Es su hábito.
Habito. What was his habit?
¿Cuál era su hábito?
Going
Says,
to the services
Ir a los servicios
in obedience to Leviticus 23
en obediencia a Levítico
that we just
23
read
que acabamos de leer,
every Shabbat.
todo Shabbat.
So if you're going to be a disciple,
Entonces, si tú vas a ser un discípulo,
you have to do what he does.
tienes que hacer lo que él hace.
If you do what the church does,
Si haces lo que hace la iglesia,
I'm sorry,
perdóname,
you cannot be his disciple.
no puedes ser su discípulo.
Very simple.
Es muy simple.
Remember, we are Israel.
Acuérdense
We're
que
different.
somos Israel.
Remember?
Somos diferentes.
Okay, so let's read that. Let me read that. When Yahusha came to his hometown of Nazareth,
Cuando Yahusha vino
where he
a
had been
su
raised as a child,
casa de Nazaret, donde había sido criado como desde niño,
according to his custom,
de acuerdo a su costumbre,
his habit,
su hábito,
in obedience to the Father,
en obediencia al
he
Padre,
went into the synagogue on
entró
Shabbat.
a la sinagoga en el Shabbat.
That was his custom.
Esa era su
That
costumbre,
was his habit.
era su hábito.
Shabbat is a habit.
Shabbat es un hábito.
You got to say no to the concert.
Tienes que decirle no al
to the
concierto,
movie.
you
You have to say
cine.
no to your own comfort
Dile no a tu propia comodidad
and obey him.
y obedécelo a
Because it
él.
was his practice.
Porque era práctica de
It
él,
was his custom
era su costumbre
to be there on Shabbat.
estar ahí el
So if
Shabbat.
you're his disciple,
Entonces, si tú eres su
it
discípulo,
has to be your custom.
tiene que ser tu costumbre.
Am I right?
¿Sí?
That requires discipline.
Eso requiere
It's
disciplina.
not easy. Of course
No
it's
es
not
fácil.
easy. If it was easy, everybody would follow
Claro que
Yahusha.
no es fácil. Si fuera
All your friends that
fácil,
are in gangs and doing drugs.
todo mundo
that's the
seguiría
easy
Yahusha.
part. I can be in gangs and do drugs too. That's easy.
eso es fácil. Yo puedo irme a las
This
pandillas
is
y hacer
hard.
drogas. Eso es fácil. Esto
But
es
it's the way of
difícil.
life.
Pero este es el
And
camino
blessing.
de la vida.
And marriages
Y la
that don't get
bendición.
divorced. And healthy children.
Y matrimonios que no se divorcian.
This is the way
Hijos
of life.
sanos. Este es el camino de la vida.
Verse 17.
Verso 17.
And once he entered the synagogue,
Y una vez que entró en la sinagoga,
there was delivered to him
se le entregó
the scroll of the prophet Isaiah.
el pergamino, el libro del profeta Isaías.
And when he opened the scroll
Y cuando abrió el rollo,
on Shabbat,
en el Shabbat,
he found the place where it was written,
encontró el lugar donde está escrito
Isaiah 61.
Isaías 61.
And he quotes
Y va citando
directly
directamente
from Isaiah
de
61.
Isaías 61.
The Ruach, or the Spirit of the Master Yahuwah,
El espíritu del
is
soberano
upon me,
Yahuwah está sobre mí,
because He has anointed me
porque Él me ha ungido
to proclaim the Besorah,
para proclamar el
the
evangelio
good news to the poor.
a los pobres.
He has sent me to heal the
Me ha
brokenhearted,
enviado a sanar a los quebrantados de
to
corazón,
proclaim deliverance
a pregonar libertad
to the captives,
a los cautivos
recovering of spiritual and physical sight to
y
the blind,
vista a los ciegos,
to send deliverance
para dar libertad,
to those who are
desencadenación
devastated
a los oprimidos, a los que han sido destruidos
by life,
por la vida,
to proclaim the acceptable year
para proclamar el año aceptable
of Yahuwah.
de Yahuwah.
In verse 21 he said, the prophecy of Isaiah
Y
61
en el verso 21 dice la profecía de Isaías
is fulfilled
61.
in your ear
Aquí se cumplen sus oídos
on this Shabbat.
en este Shabbat.
So he was there that Shabbat
Así que él estuvo ahí en ese Shabbat
to fulfill prophecy
para cumplir la profecía de
that
Isaías,
the deliverer
que venía a
of
rescatar
Israel
a Israel
had come
y había llegado
as promised.
como
Go to
prometido.
verse 31,
Vamos al verso
same
31
chapter,
del mismo capítulo,
Luke 4.
Lucas
Why
4.
was it his habit?
¿Por qué? Porque era su hábito.
Because Leviticus 23
Porque Levítico 23
demanded that he obey the Torah.
requería que él obedeciera a Torah.
If he kept Sunday and not Shabbat,
Si guardara el domingo y no el
he could
Shabbat,
not have been our Savior.
no podría ser nuestro
He would have been
redentor.
disqualified
Hubiera sido
from being
descalificado
our Savior.
de ser nuestro redentor.
You don't have a choice.
No tienes opción.
You have a choice to be a pagan,
Tienes opción de ser un pagano, un
Or a
incrédulo
believer.
o un
but
creyente.
if you're a believer,
Pero si eres
you
creyente,
have to have the same habit.
tienes que tener el mismo
That Yahusha
hábito que tenía Yahusha.
Shabbat
Shabbat
is a habit.
es un hábito.
The more you do it,
Por más que lo
the
haces,
easier it gets.
se hace más
The
fácil.
first week is going to be hard.
La primera
The phone's
semana es
going to
difícil.
ring. The tire is going to go
Va a
flat.
sonar el
Trust me.
teléfono, se te va a ponchar
I'm
la
going to tell you right
llanta.
now ahead of time.
Les voy a decir de
The second
antemano.
week, the car's going to break
La
down.
segunda semana se te va a romper el carro.
The third week, the children are going to make pee-pee in
La
the pants.
tercera semana
Right
los
when
niños
you're
se te
walking
van a
out the door.
orinar cuando te
Right?
estás yendo.
Because the enemy doesn't want you there.
Porque el enemigo no quiere que
The
vayas
enemy
allá.
will do everything he can
El enemigo hará todo lo que puede
to stop you from living like Yahushua.
para impedirte a vivir como Yahusha.
Okay, go to verse 31.
Vamos al verso 31.